Hello, Nigerians. This is the newspaper review here on Tab TV. My name is Benjamin Agbile, and I'm your host for today. But before we hit the street, to hear what Nigerians have to say, I'll be reading newspaper headline. We'll be starting with the Punch. On page 18 says Borno's bombing, military plans crack down as reps begins probes. 33 states battle 2,102 cases as Nysc enforces strict camp rules. That'll be found on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Rivers APC Amechi camp differ on upcoming local government poll. That will be found on page 18. Police recovered 3-month-old baby abandoned in Anambra school. That will be found on page 5 of the Punch. National Assembly pushes for 2 more states in Southeast. That will be found on page 14 of the Punch newspaper. Tinubu seeks National Assembly's nod as tax regime begins January. That will be found on page 25 of the Punch newspaper. Nigeria bought 16 trillion naira generators, fuel in 2023, federal government. That will be found on page 25. CBN threatens to sanction banks rejecting old dollars notes. That will be found on page 32. That will be all for the Punch newspaper. The next is Vanguard. Federal government sacks 3 contractors handling Obajana Benin Road. That will be found on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. How federal government, 8 states splash 100.6 billion naira on pilgrims. That will be found on page 26 of the Vanguard newspaper. Alleged right violation. Nnamdi Kanu loses 1 billion naira suit against federal government. That will be found on page 11 of the Vanguard newspaper. Customs impound container load of rifles from Turkey at Onen. That will be found on page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper. Rivers to hold local government polls October 5th. That will be found on page 12 of the Vanguard newspaper. We have not endorsed Soludo for second term Anambra reps. That will be found on page 11 of the Vanguard. Slums import operation puts 4,000 jobs at risk. That will be found on page 5. And that will be all for our newspaper headline. I'll be hitting out the streets to hear what Nigerians have to say. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So we are discussing newspaper headlines. So I want to ask you a few questions regarding the newspaper headline. On the Punch newspaper here, on the page 2, 33 states battle 2,102 cases as Nysc enforce strict campus rules. What do you think?
Basically, what this particular story is talking about is the cholera outbreak.
Yes.
So over time, we heard about the first incident that happened in Lagos,
yes,
presumably at the island,
yes,
where a number of persons were confirmed dead as a result of the intake of some produce that they bought along the island. And it was taken note that these persons that were diagnosed of cholera, some of them were able to survive, while a larger number of them were confirmed dead, as the case may be. But presumably, we are looking at the part whereby the cholera outbreak has left the shores of Lagos, if that's what I should say,
yes,
and cut across over 33 states, yes, in the Federation. And this has led to a high number in terms of the loss of life. And this is one time that something like this should not be happening. There's never a time for it to happen, but the case may be unforeseen circumstances and due to our environment. Now, the cholera outbreak is due to the fact that our society and our environment has been in a state of mess in terms of cleanliness. And we know that for whatever reason, whatever that brings cholera into the human system has to do with bad water and some organism that are found in dirty places in the environment. So based on that fact, and to cushion the spread and the outbreak, so the Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, Dr. Jide, has come out to say that in this period where we have the youth corps members going into camp, and we know that this camp is going to take a span of 3 weeks, that is 21 days, he has come out to urge the Nysc camp official to take into consideration this outbreak, and for whatever reason, make sure that the environment is kept clean. From the kitchen, which is one aspect. Now we know that cholera as it is can only affect human being when it's been taken into the body, and it passes through either intake of water or food. And this is one time whereby we know that in the camps, foods that are being given to corps members are being prepared generally and in a particular environment. So it's calling out to camp officials to make sure that this environment is clean, and whatever means that they are using to cook this food for these camp students, for these corps members, should be kept clean. The process should be done neatly, and also the water that is being used should be checked and be treated. So this is a call out to NYSC officials that the lives of every corps member is very important, and we know that where we have like people jam-packed in an enclosed place, there are people coming from different backgrounds and with different home training and all of that, and we have the ones that are naturally clean, and in as much as it is not good to say it, but we have people that are just naturally dirty, that for whatever reason they tend to keep their environment dirty. They don't tend to look out for what should be done, how it should be done in terms of cleanliness. And we know in the Bible, cleanliness, they say, is next to godliness. So definitely it comes from the inside out. It has to be something that you as a person would develop inwardly. It has to be an act that comes from the inside. So when this is not done, it tends to affect other people around you. So to curb the outbreak of cholera as it pertains and relates to a clean environment, the Director General of the NCDC has come out to say that these officials should make sure that the camps where these corps members are staying, in terms of their lodge, their hostels and all of that, should be kept clean. The food should be kept clean. Whatever uniforms they are using should be kept clean, and also we should look out for our health. And this is a call for every state in Nigeria should look out for their health. Now, and this is as a result of the rise in the number of deaths as regards to cholera. I think this is one of the highest of recent time, over 2,000 deaths, death cases recorded at the moment. So I don't think this is a good one for our country. So I think every camp official, every NYSC camp official, as we have corpers in camp right now, they should look out for the outbreak of it and make sure that things goes back to normal. Thank you.
So secondly, we have another headline here that says National Assembly pushes for 2 more states in Southeast. What do you think these people are planning to do here?
Okay, if I remember vividly, I think some times ago I was opportune to be on your show, but it was in the studio settings.
Yes.
I believe once your viewers go back, they can see that particular video where we talked about the creation of a new state in the Southeast, and that has to do with I think the name of that state should be Olu. Yeah, that was pushed. Yeah, that was I think about 3 months ago. 3 months ago, yeah, presumably. And now currently, this new bill is coming out as of yesterday. Now, mind you, the first bill has passed the first reading.
Yes.
So that is the bill introduced to the House for the second reading. So there has not been a date fixed yet for the second reading. But as of yesterday, Senator Ned, representing the people of a Delta State constituency, particular constituency in Delta State, the popular Ned Nwoko, has come out to say that there should be another state created also in the Southeast. Now, I remember where I stated that the last time we had 6 states in each geopolitical zone, except for the Southeast that had just 5. And now coming out to say they need an extra state, I felt like, okay, it was based on let's have an equal basis and also an equal seat in the Senate House. But them coming out to say they need an extra state, I think that is calling for too much. But at the other hand, if you want to look at it, is this the right time, like I always say, that we should be talking about this? I feel like currently the bill that we should be looking at is for the sustainability of our Nigerian economy. It's for the sustainability of job creation, the sustainability of creating jobs, an avenue whereby every Nigerian can go out and do their daily deeds just so they can get money, that they can buy commodities in the market so that they can feed their family. That is one thing that every Nigerians are clamoring for. That is one thing that every Nigerian is looking for. We don't need too much. What is the need of the creation of the state? What is the need of the creation of where we already have the ones? Okay, fine. You want equal seats in the Senate House. Okay, let's create an extra one state for the Southeast geopolitical zone, and let them be an equal. But for what essence? Whereby these people that we are voting into the House are not even doing the necessary things that we want them to do. Like I always said, on this same particular program, Nigerians are not asking for too much, just the basic need: good road, health, give us good economy whereby job creation can come into play, that will lead to massive employment and massive workforce. And definitely our economy is going to go back to the state that we as Nigerians want it to be. The price of commodities in the market will reduce and people will be able to have purchasing power to get these basic needs that they need. But coming out to say they want more creation of the state, I think this is misplaced priorities. Nigerian politicians has been giving us misplaced priorities right from inception, and up until this time they are still doing the same thing. So I feel like coming out to say that yes, they need a new state, this is not the time for it.
Okay. So one last question on the Vanguard before we go. So we see on this newspaper headline here says slum imports operation puts 4,000 jobs at risk. What do you think?
Now this has to do with, first of all, Nigeria and its economy.
Yes.
And also, if you go back to, I think 4 to 5 months ago, we see that even last year, we have been seeing international companies and organizations leaving the shores of our country because of the tax rate, one, and also the fall in our economy. They are not able to function just as they would. They are not able to get the basic things that they need in terms of production and consumer production goods. And also, we find it that at this certain point in time, the import rate has reduced drastically. And this would lead to a number of people that are seen. Now, you know that for every country, we have people that are working in the ports.
Yes.
And whereby the importation level of the country has reduced, definitely there will not be a certain job employment in that particular area, in that particular sector. People will start losing their job. When you're going to work every day and there's nothing to do, every organizations that are working in the ports, why are we not functioning? Definitely staffs would have to lose their jobs. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. So at this point in time, this has to do with the economy in Nigeria, the reduced exchange rates, as the case may be. We find out that companies are not able to import their goods. Now, from the statistics, we find out that the import of cars has reduced over 33%, and the import of consumable goods also and other stuff has reduced drastically. So if we are not importing into the country, people are crying, let the borders be open and blah blah blah. But now the borders are open. No, nothing is coming in. So how do you expect these people to go on by their daily deeds just so they can function? But as the case may be, as I always say, once we have a good economy, a working economy, once we have a working economy and a good economy for that matter, I believe everything will go back to state. The naira keeps on crashing to the dollar, so our purchasing power has reduced drastically. So definitely, how do you expect the ports to function when nothing is coming in? People that are organizations and companies that are working in the ports have nothing to do. So definitely staffs will be retrenched, because if I'm not functioning as a corporate body, then why am I employing people? if I'm not functioning as a corporate body, why am I keeping people in my company that are basically not doing anything? What am I going to use in paying them? So as the case may be, we need the Nigerian economy to function so the port would function. This is the same thing we are clamoring every time.
Yes.
A good and working economy. A good and a working, not just a good economy, a good and a working economy that favors every Nigerian, that favors every citizens in the state. So if that is done, definitely we go back to what every Nigerian dreams the country and the nations to look like.
It's all right. Thank you very much. But before we go, what is your advice as regarding cholera outbreak and the working economy so far?
As the case may be, my advice to every Nigerian, because it's not about the federal government or the state government or whatever, this is a call out to every Nigerian out there as you're watching this video. Cleanliness, they say, is next to godliness. Be mindful of what you take, be mindful of what you get outside to eat. Make sure that as you go about your daily needs and your daily deeds, when you go home, the first things to do is to wash your hands. Those are the basic things they tell us. Wash your hands. Your clothes that you wear, put them in a serene place. Make sure that you separate them from the ones that are. This is not even about cholera outbreak. This is about you being neat, hygienic and all of that. So at the end of the day, if every person is doing these same basic things, then definitely the outspread of it. And also for the federal government, we should help and produce and provide, not just produce, but providing, make it reach the ends of these communities.
Yes.
Yeah, vaccines and all of that could help come. And also there should be continuous publicity on this. There should be continuous publicity so that people could know that, yes, this, because I bet you there are people that don't know that cholera is out there. People are dying because of this same cholera, but they don't know that it is cholera. So at the end of the day, if there is no much public education about what it is and how to curb it, then we'll keep suffering from this. Then as regards our economy, like I always say, you are not asking for too much. If you have good road, you have a good health sector, you have a favorable economy whereby employment is being out there for people. People can be able to go by and get employed in jobs, be productive themselves, then I believe you, the state of the nation will be better than it is right now.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Mama, good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to be asking you a few questions. What do you have to say about Nigerian economy now?
The things that when Nigeria government they do us, everywhere they tight. They're supposed to open way for us.
Okay.
So that we were the hustle. That say we could go hustle.
Yes.
Make women go hustle. Women they hustle. I want to hustle when price of things they high. Not be to bring down price of things down for us. Now see now, I do this flour. I buy them 3,800.
Yes.
I buy flour 2,100 naira.
Yes.
Now so it's supposed to be.
No.
I go take when I fry finish now they see the price at 50 naira. It good like that.
No.
It no good, so they have to do something. They have to do something. Now you won't go buy beans now. You know if you buy beans. You won't go buy rice now. You know if you buy rice. Everything now they up. Why? The one where they try bring where would they buy for small money? You know fine for face. You cook and chop now. The following day you want warm am. You don't turn to water. Now so it's supposed to be. Make government do something. Make them do something. Make them try help us. Often we know say all fingers not equal. So make them do something. Not everybody go fit afford that 400 naira to buy one cup of beans, 350 to buy rice. Everything they cost. So make them try do something. So that Nigeria go better. It go better for me. It go better for you.
Exactly.
Everybody. Nobody will know like good thing. Everybody wants good thing. You know go want where you go they do so. You go they do business. You go they loss. So nobody want to do business to the loss. Everybody want to do business so that you go they gain.
Yes.
Now children school fees now don't come up now. Now through this now they take manage with them. They pay us rent, pay school fees. Things they up. Men and try.
So, Mama, with the money where they take by, they produce this thing now. Like, how much they get every day from this thing?
At times I feel see 1,000.
Okay.
Big gain. At times I fit see 500. So you know go reach me for anywhere. I go eat. Before I do and finish, children go eat, go school.
Yes.
Plus transport again, wey dem go carry go school. So if dem dey keep down price of food, price of things down, better money. Person sell finish, you go sit down count your money, you go see your money wey you carry buy, you go still see enough gain for your hand. But this one no way, no way. So everybody dey cry, make dem do something, make dem do something. Na dem dey on top of the money but make dem bring the money, do something, give the people wey no get.
Sorry, thank you very much, man. I know that Nigerians out there and the government are hearing you. So thank you very much. Thank you. You all have heard what Nigerians out there have to say, what is happening on our newspaper headlines. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. Likes, follow and subscribe and comment in the comment section so that you will get new updates as it keep unfolding. Thank you and have a blessed day.